Alright, guys, I don't know if y'all heard the news, but Mopar is ditching the six pack. They're going with the GT and the Outlaw. Yeah, that's a smart move because I think the six pack was like a two barrel or three two-barrel carburetors or something like that. It was before my time, but I think they were conflict of interest with two different kind of old school brands, and I think the enthusiasts didn't like that, so they went ahead and switched it to the GT and the Outlaw. This will be the inline six Huracan version of the upcoming Charger. Um, so I think the regular base model will be a little under 400 horsepower, and the Outlaw I think is like 500 horsepower, which surpasses the current Scat Pack. So yeah, I think that was a good move for Dodge to actually ditch the six pack because I don't think it would have sold. And I think Mopar and Dodge know that the names that they carry with these vehicles is what's going to sell the cars.
All
All
right,
right.
guys, let's break down the specs of these two models. Now, the GT model will carry the standard output version, making 420 horsepower, 469 pound-feet of torque, outperforming the outgoing 5.7 liter Hemi V8. The Outlaw model, meanwhile, steps into the shoes of the retired Scat Pack with the high output version of the inline six engine delivering 550 horsepower and 521 pounds of torque. That's a big leap over the 6'4" Hemi numbers and enough to put the Outlaw near the top of the muscle car food chain. Both trims will be available in 2 and 4-door versions with all-wheel drive coming standard. A speed transmission gearbox is standard. However, Dodge isn't turning its back on classic muscle dynamic. A switchable rear-wheel drive mode lets drivers keep the tires spinning and the rear end loose, just like old times. We might need to wait a little longer to see this on the road, though. I'm I'm guesstimating that it will be closer to 2026 before we will see a Hemi version of this Charger. Like I said, 420 horsepower for the GT. The Outlaw is 550 horsepower, all coming from an inline six turbo. Now, let's see, guys. We have BMW that runs an inline six turbo. Their vehicles are just as fast, if not as fast as Dodge. Is Dodge leaping over into the European style engines to kind of win enthusiasts over. Maybe once they put this out and then line it up with the traditional Hemi and it outperforms it, will we have a reincarnation of the Grand National, which was a V6 turbo 3.8 that outran the standard 5.0 that came in the Monte Carlos at the time. Are we seeing a reincarnation of that? I think Dodge is stepping into both worlds to try to see if they can capture both audience. I think marketing wise, it should help the brand sell longevity, but it is a roll of the dice. But I don't think it's as much of a risk as it was trying to make something as an EV muscle. Most people that get EV cars are not traditionally into uh performance cars, while Dodge has committed to a new generation of inline six turbo engines. Rumors of a V8 power still persist and they are not going away quietly. Online publications continue to speculate that Dodge might have one of the last V8 surprise in store, possibly tied to a limited run model or high performance variant beyond the six pack lineup. The idea isn't far-fetched, guys. Dodge has a history of pulling dramatic reveals, and the brand's identity is still deeply tied to the unmistakable sound of a V8, guys. One theory gaining traction is that Dodge could bring back the V8 in a special trim, like I said before, possibly using the upcoming twin-turbo 4.0 V8, which Stellantis has hinted at for future use. Till there is official word, the V8 engine remains a ghost in the Charger's next chapter. But guys, we already hear and have heard that Dodge is saying that they're going to bring back the 8-cylinder engine. So yes, it is a bright future, guys. I think they're going to see how much they can sell with this inline 6. And if that doesn't, beef up sales, they're going to obviously bring back the V8. And once they do bring back the V8, guys, I think Dodge has arrived.